Hello and welcome to another episode of Industry Celebrities. My name is Kimberly Scott. Industry Celebrities is a podcast where I interview industry professionals in any industry and ask them questions about their industry or passion. Plus, my guests will share a little advice to their younger self. If you want to tune in to other episodes, you can do so by going to thatkimberly.com/convo to choose which platform you prefer to listen to, either on iTunes, Spotify, Google, Anchor, YouTube. I'd like to welcome my guest today, Miss April Tellers, founder of Raspberry Mills.
Hi, thank you for having me today. I'm excited to be here.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you joining me today and taking this leap to let me interview you on my podcast.
Yeah, definitely.
So, April, tell listeners a little bit about yourself and what industry you're in.
Sure. Yep. So I recently, just earlier in 2018, started a company that is devoted to helping small businesses help bring their company to the Amazon Alexa platform. So until recently, it's been just mostly big companies that with Amazon to develop Alexa skills. But now Amazon's opened it up so that developers can build on top of their platform for smaller companies and organizations. And so I'm very excited to be helping those small businesses, entrepreneurs, lots of local organizations help get their business on the Alexa platform.
Well, maybe not everybody knows just yet, but I preach it that voice and is the way to go. So,
and you're exactly right. I mean, we've seen that month after month that the number of Amazon Alexa users, the total number of device sales, just the demographics are expanding for, age ranges all over the world. People are jumping on the voice-enabled platform. So it's an exciting time, definitely.
So how long have you been in the industry?
So I actually started just kind of playing around with it in late 2016, just more of a hobby than anything. And then in early 2018, so we're coming up on our 1-year anniversary here, I started doing it professionally. So started this business that then helps find Alexa solutions for other businesses.
But you've been in the technology field for like 15 years, you said?
Yeah, yep, exactly right. So I've got a background in engineering, project management, but along the way I've done some computer programming. And so this seemed like the next logical step to keep following where that technology is taking us. So
yes.
Yeah, yep, you're right. Go back a little further than 2016.
I was like, you just didn't wake up after and decide, I'm just going to start programming and putting businesses on Alexa. Just wanted to confirm.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, you got it.
And if you did, I would not fault you at all. If you got that passion, I say go for it. So.
Yeah, well, thanks. Yeah, it's good. And it is a great field for anyone that has interest in technology. There are just so many tools and places to learn out there. So it really is an exciting time. I think information is just available in a way that it's never been available before. So it's very, very exciting.
Yeah, just like the days of when people were like, you got to have a website for your business.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? Now you don't just need a website, you need social media and you need an Alexa. You need to be on the Alexa voice-enabled device, any of them.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a perfect analogy, right? Yep, that's very true.
So what do you enjoy the most about what you do?
I like that I get to help so many small businesses and entrepreneurs. I think it's just so exciting to be able to have this thing that you created, whether it's a podcast, whether it's information about your business, and then to be able to work with these companies to help get that information out to their audience, whether it's their employees or their clients. Just voice-enabled technology is just such an easy solution on both ends. It's really easy to create content, and then it's so easy on the user, the listener side for them to access the content. So it really seems like I can help companies get their message out to whoever they're trying to talk to. And so that's pretty rewarding to be able to see that. So
oh, absolutely. Like. You go, oh, I made that one. Our company did that. This happened because it is an exciting time, especially as they say all the articles and Mr. Gary Vee saying we'll be using voice to communicate, via quote unquote text, in the nearest future. And all businesses should have some, be voice enabled and have some sort of skill or briefing.
Yeah, yep, it definitely makes sense. Well, and especially for the cost compared to other marketing options, it just all around is just such a streamlined way to get your message out there. So I do think it's a great time. And your website analogy is perfect because I remember remember back when, I would watch commercials and just like write down any McDonald's had a website, and I would write that down because I just wanted to go see their website. And I'm showing my age by saying, but now I feel like it's kind of the same thing with voice-enabled devices. If you've got your own skill, I think it's got that novelty factor, plus just so many benefits of being able to communicate with your audience. So yeah, it's a very fun time.
Makes it easy and seamless for them to get information on demand when they want it, and everybody wants their information ASAP. So
right.
Good for you for jumping in for sure. I had a statement of showing my age as well, but back in the day when people would always say www dot and then say whatever the website was, it just still kind of tickles me when my mom or dad tries to give me the domain address of a company or something, and they start with a www dot.
Right. It is very endearing. Like, yeah, we're all showing how long we've been around with some of that stuff that we do. Right?
Yes. So my one standing question for this podcast that I love to ask everyone is, what advice would you give to your younger self?
Yeah, so I think for me, I would tell my younger self to just quit doubting myself so much. I mean, I feel like whatever you choose in life, there are going to be people that say that you can't do it or that you shouldn't, or maybe they don't even say it. They just kind of give you the impression that they don't approve of whatever you're doing. But I think you've got to listen to yourself and do what's right for you. And I think that if you put your mind to something, there's no limit to what can happen. I just think that every time I've kind of stepped outside of that feeling of self-doubt and pushed myself to do something anyway, it's been totally rewarding. And even if it wasn't an immediate success, it still taught me something so valuable and just showed me that I can push through that self-doubt. So I think that's the biggest lesson I've learned along the way. That's just really helped me, is that don't make decisions based on doubting myself or based on fear. Make sure that there's some other reason that I'm making that decision. So.
Listen to your passion and your fire, and get rid of negative people that are telling you can't do it, right?
That's great advice. That's so important, I think. Yep, to surround yourself with people that are your cheerleaders, that are your supporters and want you to succeed.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with that. I always tell people that somebody's telling you shouldn't or you couldn't, it's just because they're too scared to do it themselves. And they don't want you to, family, when they say you shouldn't, I feel like because they're scared and they don't want you to get hurt. But sometimes family just, doesn't understand, and you still got to do it. But surrounding yourself with those uplifting, positive people for sure is
that's very important.
Well, great advice. Great advice to your younger self. I highly agree with that. I think it takes us a little while to listen to the positive little person inside of us, but eventually we get there. So
yep, I agree. Comes with time, I think, and the more opportunities in your life that you have to kind of push through that, I think it gets easier. But yeah, definitely can be a loud voice sometimes, that doubt. So it's worth ignoring, I think.
Yes, absolutely. Well, tell the listeners about how they can get a hold of you if they have any questions about building a skill, briefing, or getting their podcast on Alexa.
Yeah, so the easiest way is probably through our website, www.rasdalmills.com. I did that on purpose.
I know you did.
Okay. Or feel free to email me, info@raspberrymills, just like the fruit, and then Mills is MILLS.com. And even if you're not sure how your business could use Amazon Alexa, one of my favorite things to do is just to kind of talk to people and talk through different options and maybe just brainstorm ideas, even if it's not in the immediate future. You can kind of be thinking for down the road, where is voice technology going and how it might fit in with your industry. So I just love conversations like that. So I'd love to talk to anybody about whatever questions or ideas that they might have for Alexa skills.
Well, awesome. Well, I'm excited to have this podcast put on the Alexa by you and your team. So stay tuned, listeners. That will be the next place that you get to find industry celebrities. And thank you again, April. And to everyone listening, remember to hit the subscribe button on my YouTube channel, iTunes, Anchor, and follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, LinkedIn, Instagram, and coming soon, Alexa.
I'm excited.
Until next week, stay positive and keep growing. And thanks, April. I really appreciate you.
Yes, thank you, Kimberly.